back to another commercial of Get Right with Miss Wright. Oh yes, I am so excited. Again, I bring you, of course, another episode. You thought I was done? Absolutely not. I am so pleased to have done 2 episodes, and I'm loving the feedback that you have left me into making our talk shows better. These are just a way for us to communicate and just become more of a community to meet the needs of all of our families. And I know that most of them have to do with the kids and, of course, in the community at my school, but I hope that it empowers whomever are watching these videos to help you become better parents, to help you become just even better collaborative partners in the community, because I am a firm believer that we can all change this world. I am so pleased to bring you our 3rd episode. Will be titled 5210 Ways to Become a Physical Healthy Family. And the reason why we're having this particular talk show, as we have moved from academic with reading, we've moved from that socio-emotional aspect with parenting. Let's talk about being physically fit, because you know why? It's November. And we're going into the holidays. Yes, we are going into the holidays. And so some of you may be wondering, how do I do this nutrition deal? How do I do this nutrition deal with, so many kids? And let's just be real, like with all the finances that I have. And so I am pleased to bring you practical ideas and also important ideas about how nutrition affects all of our students in their studies, whether you have teenagers or whether you even have them in elementary. It's important that we all eat right. And so what does that look like, and how can we make best with especially our finances that we have, or when it's a last minute thing that we have to do. So some of the things that we'll be addressing before I tell you about our special host is we'll talk about eating habits. Like, what is 5210? I'm not even going to give it away. You just have to watch the show to figure it out. How can it help me? How can it help with the finances that I have? It's just the amount of servings, the certain vegetables and fruits that you need to pay attention to, the starches, or what are even some great substitutes, right? Because my kids have allergies. They can't eat that or something like of that nature. So we want to be able to address that. We also want to be addressing how does negative eating affect brain chemistry. And I know that this is important because parents, I know when y'all put them lovely hot Cheetos and those Takis up in there, they taste so good for our students, but sometimes they may have them crash within the next hour, or they may be not able to concentrate as effectively as if they had like a fruit or something to give them the energy that they need. We're also going to talk about exercise, when and how. I can afford a gym, or I don't know where the gym is, or my kids are too wild for the gym. What do you want me to do? Well, I got to tell you, our 2 hosts that we are going to have things that you probably weren't even aware of that were in your home that you can use to have fun and make exercise fun. Because I know exercise isn't fun for everybody, but we've got to do it because we've got to stay physically fit. And we're also going to get into the reasons for physical education. Why do we have physical education in the schools, and what does that look like, and how many minutes do we contribute to that? Because it's really important for our kids to move around, and the research says. So with that being said, I want to introduce our first host. I love her. Her name is Dr. Sharon Sterchy. I love her. She is our Coordinator of Health and Physical Education, Cheerleading, School Health Advisory Council, and off-campus PE for Conroe ISD, which is our district. She is so full of energy, and she is so awesome and so wise and has so much knowledge and has been in the game for a very long time. I want to let you know she's also an adjunct faculty professor at the Lone Star College in Kingwood in the Department of Kinesiology. She's received countless awards. She's received the Texas Association H-PERD Honor Award, as well as being the K-12 Administrator of the Year, Texas Association H-PERD. And then she's also been on the NBC Nightly News featured program. So yes, Dr. Sterchy knows her material. Yes, she does, and she's going to help us through all of it. She also has engaged in many professional activities, like being a part of the American Heart Association Advisory Board, Harris County Leadership Consortium, Montgomery County United Way Advisory Board. She served on all of those. And then she's also helped to create programs and different activities with the 5210 nutrition program that we do, which if you watch, you're going to find out more about. And she has created and facilitated a Dr. Seuss student activity for kindergarten and first grade students. She's done countless things, and most of all that I love about Dr. Sterchy is she's fun, and she makes things seem more at ease and less stressful and practical. So we are going to have a phenomenal time with her answering questions. And because of her years of experience, especially within looking at her age, I love to take those words of wisdom really dear to our heart, because I know times have changed. I know our food system has changed and our diets and everything has changed. But what remains consistent is she's been able to see over time how things have evolved and how to help us, especially us as millennials and us as parents that have to deal with millennials that don't want certain things and do, want to eat this but not eat that. She can help us maneuver those ways. Our second co-host is our very own Bradley Elementary physical education coach, Coach Jessie Orlando. Yeah, there she is. She's so pretty. Yes, I love her. She's worked in Conroe ISD for 10 years. She's also started teaching bilingual, first, second, and third grade, and then she upgraded herself to becoming a physical education teacher. She is CPR certified and AED certified. She has been doing the Stop the Bleed, and she has been a Girls on the Run coach. Her area of specialty, she's passionate about healthy living, and I can say that as being close to her. She is passionate about healthy living. She loves it. And she believes that 5210 is the perfect way to teach new generations how to make good choices to live a healthy lifestyle. She loves cooking for her family, and running is her favorite pastime. She's run 5 full marathons, and I know you're all like, good for her, and 11 half marathons. And her favorite animal is the otter, but she's settled with a puppy named Petunia. So, as well as Coach Orlando, and I love her enthusiasm, and she's really passionate about keeping our kids healthy and wanting them and empowering them to make healthy choices. She is going to be dialoguing with us and our special parent. I won't say, you'll have to see who it will be, on just discussing how do you become this physical healthy family just in times and age like this. What does that mean? As well as discussing the programs at school and why we push for it. So I am so excited. If you haven't seen our last episode, I really encourage you to watch all of them. They're going to stay on forever for you to refer back to. I'm also going to drop that link in the box for you to ask any questions that you want to know about nutrition, any questions you want to know about physical exercise. It could be something as, should you be counting calories? Should you be counting sugars? Ask them all. The more transparent you are and the more questions that you ask, the more that we want to answer. And those questions that we don't have an answer to, we want to put you in the right position and find the right person for you to connect with, so we can make sure that your questions are being answered, because we want to help. And I am a strong believer as your friend as well as your counselor in making sure that we are all on the same page, so that way we can grow and we can change this generation for the better. So I hope that you stay tuned for our next episode. It will air, I'll say give it about a week or so. We'll probably air it next week. But stay tuned for our next episode of Get Right with Miss Wright.